All right, listen, everybody. Today, I'm ranking the animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This list is about to be 100% factual. If you disagree, that's fine. You're just wrong. We're going to be doing the list from worst to best. So we're going to start with F and make our way up to S. Let's go with the F tier. This one's kind of loaded. These animatronics need to be deleted from the game. I'm going to start with the absolute worst one that the game has ever seen. Literally the worst animatronic, and I want to see gone. That is Balloon Boy. 100%. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what you say. I don't care what Scott says. I do not care. Bro comes in just to steal my flashlight, laugh at me, and hop out. I get tired of hearing this dude say hi to me when all I want to do is grab this dude and punt him straight through the uprights. Next, this one's controversial, and once again, I do not care. I don't care if you like him. I don't care if he's iconic. I don't care about his stupid little song. It's Withered Foxy. I'm so sick and absolutely tired of spamming my flashlight the whole round. At least when I play, I don't get a break. This guy's a joker. This guy's he's disrespected my mask, bro. My mask is supposed to work on these fools, and it ain't working on him. I'm tired of the way he be standing at the end of the hallway just looking at me like he's trying to get freaky or something. And then he comes in trying to tackle me, bro. Shut up. Get out of here. Next, Withered Chica. Worse than regular Chica, better than Foxy. That's crazy coming from me. I hate Chica. I've always hated Chica. I hate every variant of Chica. The only problem with Withered Chica is she just always finds a way to somehow get in my office and just stare at me. And I'm not a fan of that. Plus, she doesn't even have hands. So what's she gonna do? She ain't gonna throw no hands. She ain't got none. I have more to say about the next one, and that's Chica. Listen, classic Chica. I get it. Everyone has to like the classics. I don't. You don't. If you want to be right, you ain't got to like nothing. She's loud. She's ugly. She's poorly designed. And by the way, she's always fiddling around with the pots and pans in there. Just get out the kitchen. Not only get out of the kitchen, get out of the game. The way she be standing at the door, staring in at you with her mouth open. Shut up, bro. Like, get the freak out of here. Next, we're going to move into the C tier. This is really what's going to make people mad is the C tier. Once again, I don't care. I'll start with the worst one. That's Foxy. Imagine you have a coworker who always shows up late. They always mess things up, and they always like break stuff, make messes, and you're the one who has to clean up after them. That's kind of like Foxy. You can't wait to not be around this person anymore. That's Foxy. You probably did the bite of 87. Moving on. And this is actually fun because interestingly enough, the next person on the list is Mangle, another Foxy variant. Hear me out. I do not care. You can at me if you want about Mangle. Mangle is always in my vent, and she's always staring at me with those eyes. And every single time she's in my vent and I go to put my mask on, I accidentally open cams and she's in my room, and then I get freaking murked. Her and her second head. Get the freak out of my game, bro. I need to move on. Lastly, in this category is going to be Toy Chica. I don't like Chica. Never liked Chica. I never will like Chica. However, she is kind of bad, and for that, she gets C tier. We're moving on. B tier. In B tier, we've got Bonnie. Classic Bonnie is B tier because it's almost fine, but Bonnie is always like teleporting all over the place. Like, you get off the stage and you're immediately in my corner or in my door. Let me say this in a way that's relatable. Bonnie is like a Jehovah's Witness to a T. You show up at my door, unexpected. I didn't want you there in the first place. You show up at my door. So what do? Shut the door in your face. Get out of here. Don't want you. Bye. Shut the door. And you know what happens? You don't go away. Bonnie don't leave. Just like a Jehovah's Witness, don't leave. And then you know what? Finally, when Bonnie does leave, comes right back. For that reason, Bonnie can't be A tier, but Bonnie's none of the three below him. So him or her. So B is perfectly fine for me. The other animatronic I'm putting in B tier, Withered Bonnie. Both Bonnies, both go B. Withered Bonnie is pretty much the same reason as regular Bonnie, except for Withered Bonnie is ugly. I mean, really ugly. Really ugly. Did I say that Withered Bonnie's ugly? For reference, imagine that kid in math class when you were in high school that you never wanted to lock eyes with because you didn't want them to come over and say hi to you because they were freaking Mr. McStinky. That is Withered Bonnie. Ugly, gross, probably stinky, doesn't even have an arm. But what really irks me about Withered Bonnie is Withered Bonnie always just be popping up in my office. I'll be on cams, take my cams down, and all of a sudden Bonnie's just sitting out there like he's trying to give me a hug and won't go away. No footsteps, no explanation, no nothing, just shows up. How you getting there? Moving on. We're finally in the A tier. The first one I'm going to put in the A tier, we're going to do this one best to worst. The first one is going to be Toy Bonnie. I'm ranking Toy Bonnie against all of the Freddy variants. Toy Bonnie just looks like they moisturize. I don't know how to explain what I just said. Looks clean, looks polished. Not as annoying as regular Bonnie, because although regular Bonnie likes to camp my door, Toy Bonnie likes to camp my vent. But Toy Bonnie is significantly easier to deal with, and I don't see him as much. And honestly, he's kind of cute. So we're putting him in A. Next, it's going to be Withered Freddy. I could see the confusion here, but let me break it down for you. Withered Freddy is kind of the goat of the Freddys. And let me explain. Bro's beat up. Bro's falling apart. Bro is walking adversity. When he gets in your office, the way he's looking at you, it looks like he's just trying to give you some rent money. He ain't even trying to scare you. He ain't even trying to get you. He ain't even trying to hurt you. For that reason, he's A tier. He's really not scary. And honestly, in my opinion, he's just kind of in the game because I don't really see him that much. So he's just kind of like there. For that reason, he's A tier. Next, we're going to put regular Freddy. I don't know why his head's missing, but it is. And I'm leaving it like that because I don't care to go back and fix it. Anyway, regular Freddy. This is not my favorite version of Freddy. This Freddy's far more annoying than Withered Freddy. Regular Freddy's annoying. He moves more sporadic. He's a lot more aggressive. He's a lot more annoying. But he is the face of the franchise. He's basically the Tom Brady in Five Nights at Freddy's. So for that, I kind of just have to put him at A. And then we're going to put Toy Freddy in A tier too. Toy Freddy goes in A tier. Let's just get this straight though. Toy Freddy is not scary. Honestly, I just kind of want to give Toy Freddy a hug. Toy Freddy just like stands in my hallway and I'm just like, I want to give you a hug. He looks like he smells good. There's something about him where it's just like I could hug this bear in front of me. I just grab this guy and freaking squeeze him. Honestly, out of all of the animatronics, I would say he's probably my emotional support animatronic. When I see him in the hallway, there's a little part inside of me that just wants to smile. Because of that, he gets A tier. Before we move on to S tier, I do want to have an honorable mention in A. That's going to be the Paper Pals, the paper animatronics. I know they're not real animatronics and they're not real movable characters, but they're modeled after animatronics and they're in the game and I like them. I think they're cool. There's no reason behind why I'm putting them on this list other than I felt like it, and they get A because look at them. There's no explanation I need to give. Now on to S tier. I'm going to give you them in order from worst to best in S tier. Obviously both are S tier, so both of them are fire, but the last one that I put up there is going to be the best. So first we're going to go Golden Freddy. I think he's cool for a lot of reasons. First of all, he's in the game, but he's like also not in the game because he's not really like part of the game. He's not one of the main animatronics that are trying to get you. But if you're lucky, or I guess unlucky, you'll get to see him and he will scare the crap out of you. If he jump scares you, your great game will crash. To me, that's a walking G right there. He's also super mysterious. Adds a lot to the lore. You don't really have to deal with him. That's S tier. Next, this is the best animatronic across all of Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That is going to be the puppet. Mrs. Marionette, Charlie, Charlotte, whatever you want to call it. Now listen to me. It's very important that you listen to this. I hate the puppet. I absolutely hate the puppet. Actually, there's a better word for it. I despise the puppet. However, I love the puppet. The design is fire. The puppet's really good at making you play with a sense of urgency, which really just gets you in the groove. Even though it kind of screws you a little bit, it just gets you in the groove of the game. And also kind of makes you feel like you're playing Heart Attack Simulator a little bit. That's not fun, but the lore behind Charlotte, behind the puppet, sorry, whatever you want to call it, the lore, the puppet is literally the backbone of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The puppet is a walking masterpiece. Scott should give himself a pat on the back for creating the puppet. The puppet is the single greatest thing to happen to Five Nights at Freddy's, even with how much I hate the puppet. And for that reason, it's getting S tier. So yeah, the puppet sucks, but it sucks so good. That concludes our list. If you agree with me, congratulations. You're correct. You're right. You're on the right side of history. You did the right thing. You have right opinions. If you don't, I mean, whatever. I guess you're not right, but whatever. In all seriousness though, drop your tier lists in the comments below. Let me know what you think I did wrong, you know, how you would edit my list, any hot takes I had. Let me know about it. I want to hear about it in the comments. Make sure you like this video if you want a part 2. If you want a part 2, like the video. Last thing here. Remember, we are doing a game giveaway at 1K subs. When we hit 1,000 subs, we will be doing a giveaway. The winner will win any game of their choice. Make sure you subscribe. That's the only qualification. You just have to be subscribed. All you have to do is subscribe, get us there, share this with your brother, your sister, your mom, your aunt, your dog, whoever you have to share it to get us 1,000 subs. Last thing, Discord is linked in the description. Make sure you check out the Discord. It'll keep you updated on when I post new videos, when I go live. It'll keep you updated on anything I'm doing, any announcements I have. Check it out, join it. Anyway, that's all I have for you today.